Welcome back to the gigantic, or whatever the name of the ship was, the Atlantic? Something, it rhymed with Titanic. Anyway, it's 999. I'm Ergo Corvus. Last time I foolishly thought that we could reach the end of the game, but we're not quite there yet. There was one more puzzle room to do. There might be more. I don't remember there being more, but again, it has been a long time since the last time I saw this game, so maybe there's more. Maybe there's more puzzles. Or it might just be all text. Yeah, I guess I'll just get into it. We just finished the library. The door opened. And Junpei and the others leapt through it.
Alright, this is the next.
You know, they never just step through a door, they always have to leap through it. Just as Seven was about to finish his sentence, their attention was drawn to a squeaky door, the clang of metal on metal, ringing out behind them. Is that really a surprise at this point?
The door!
They spun around. The door they'd just come through had slammed shut.
Did that just close on its own?
Don't tell me we can't go back.
I don't know. Let's see.
Why do you care? Just go forward. Junpei grabbed hold of it with both hands and pulled with all his strength.
Damn it. It looks like it locks automatically.
Is there any other way out?
Well, there's another door over on the right. There's a card reader next to it.
Also, what room are we're just in, like, a junkyard?
It's got a red light on it, though, so I'm pretty sure it's locked, too.
But there is a card reader, right?
Yeah.
Then perhaps if we find a key card, we could open the door and leave?
Well, yeah, that might work, but...
Hey! Wait a minute! Are you saying we're gonna have to search through this room for one little card?
Oh man.
They took a second look at the room they'd found themselves in. It was filled with piles upon piles of all manner of things. The only word that could describe it was chaotic. It was like a tornado had passed through, followed by a giant who had picked up and shaken the entire room a few times.
Looks that way.
Junpei's heart fell.
No way!
For real?
Clover and Seven looked as though they were about to cry.
Well, we can sit down and wait to die, if that's what you prefer. I rather doubt that, however, so it would be wise to start looking. We haven't much time. Let's find that key card. Oh, and the Neptune key as well. We won't be able to get through the hallway without it. All right then, let's begin.
Well, there was indeed one more. At least one more puzzle room. The study. Alright, let's start clicking on things. Look, Junpei, the rust on here looks like Elvis's face. Yeah. How exciting. Great. Good start. Hey, Junpei, isn't this a nautical table? Yeah, I feel like I've seen this before. Material's been added to the file. I mean, okay. Do we want to take a look at that? I have not been looking at this, like, at all. Okay, study nautical table. On the right edge must be connected to the line on the left edge. Okay. Yeah, I mean, isn't this basically the same one from the captain's quarters? Or is this different? I don't remember what that one looked like. Looks like we don't... Right, we have ship's log. Oh, there's nautical table. Yeah, that one's basically the same. The only difference is that the one we just got shows an arrow going to the right. And, like, wrapping back around. Okay, I don't know. That'll probably be relevant. This desk is really big and it feels really sturdy. Yeah, it does seem pretty heavy-duty. I suppose it belongs to whoever uses this room, wouldn't you say? Great. Good table facts. There's some old computer monitors on this desk. You don't see CRT monitors that much anymore. Wow, even back in 2009? A pipe. Great. I think these fans are for ventilation. They're probably there to circulate air. Yep. There are piles of crap everywhere. Man, this place is a mess. It's so messy, I don't know where to start. Some of this crap looks familiar. I think a lot of these are parts of the puzzles we've solved in the other rooms. If that's true, then this room could be Zero's laboratory. Perhaps Zero would shut himself in this room to devise the machines and puzzles he needs to see his plan come to fruition. Nope. This screen is huge. Wonder why it's blue. Maybe if I touch it. There's something on the screen now. What's this? There are 15 cells here with numbers and letters in them. It's like some messed up Sudoku. Let me see that. Ah, I see. So whenever you touch a cell, the ones next to it turn on or off. Oh, it's lights out? You just gotta use that to make the all cells on the right and the bottom green. Hey Junpei, I found this piece of paper under that thing. You wanna take a look at it? Do you think this might have something to do with the puzzle? It's a piece of paper Clover gave me. There are a bunch of numbers and letters connected by equal signs on it. Just like she said, this is probably related to the puzzle on the screen somehow. Thanks, Clover. This really helps. Hehe. Alright, let's go back and try again. Anyway, it looks like I just need to make all of the cells all green. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, is this like a quick hexadecimal thing? I mean, it's good to have, or I don't know if it's necessarily hexadecimal. Whatever, some other system. Great. Okay. Aw, man, so we have to do lights out and Sudoku at the same time. Oh, I don't even know. I might just click on this randomly until something happens. That one's right. If I just click on these ones. Let's see, I don't want to click on... Oh, that was close. Not quite. Oh. Should I try... Hold on. Let me kind of work from the left. So I know that these two work. Having all three does not work. Having the top two does not work. And yeah, having just one does not work. So this left row has to be like that. Left column, I mean. What about the middle one? Oh, that's so close. Hold on. Okay, the top two are is correct for that. Just make sure there's no other possibilities, just the top two. So that needs to be like that. And then what does this need to be? It needs to be all of them filled in? Okay. Man. No, well, let me see. Ooh. Wait. Yeah, there we go. You did it, Junpei. You're so smart. You seem to have done an excellent job and solved the puzzle. Thanks, Nick. What a strange line. Just what I would have expected of you, Junpei. Hey, come on, you're embarrassing me. Whoa, don't get cocky, kid. We don't got time for that. Look at this. Check out the right edge of the control panel. The lid slid open and something came out. Little shield. A metal plate shaped like a shield. There's a cross engraved on it. We're a knight now. We got another little mini game on here. This monitor is part of this machine. It's really dim though. It's got a map of the world on it, but I can barely see it. Okay. Junpei, it looks like there's a compass on there. Ah, now I get it. What do you mean? I guess you weren't there, Clover, but I solved a puzzle like this one in the wheelhouse. I think I just need to do the same thing here. The same thing? The important part is this nautical table we just found. I just have to match up the directions on the compass with the lines on the nautical table. I used the steering wheel in the wheelhouse, but this time I think I'm going to use the wheel attached to the side here. Okay, then show me now! Of course. Calm down. Maybe I ought to run through the instructions. This looks like it probably works the same way the steering wheel in the wheelhouse did. If I just touch the direction I want it to turn to, the compass will turn that direction. Then I just gotta press stop when the compass is pointing where I want it to. I'm betting something will happen if I can do it right. Alright, let's do this. Okay, we do have the thing, so first I want to go south. And then west. And then southeast. No, I missed it. Wait, no. Do I have to start all the way over? Probably. Oh my god, okay. Let's try it again. Okay. One more time. South. You gotta really make sure to kind of press it ahead of time to stop. Not too much ahead of time. Okay, then we did west. Okay, now southeast. Northeast. Then just east. North. And then east off the edge of the map. Yay! I like how it was like the sound when you win something at a carnival. Yeah, you did it, Junpei. Good boy. Who's a good boy? Ah, knock it off. Hey, we don't have time for screwing around right now. Check out the right side of the monitor. It just kind of slid open and something came out. Oh yeah. I heard a noise too. You know that big box in the hall by the exit? No. I think it made a noise. Like something unlocking, you know? A noise, huh? Okay. So we'll take this, and then I guess let's look around the exit. This is this big box? Maybe? There's something written on these pieces of paper. Looks like we've got 3 sheets of the stuff. New material's been added to the file screen. More notes. Oh, wait. Morse code chart. Oh my god, we have to convert Morse code. Okay. It has a Morse code key for the letters A to I. The short mark is called DIT and made by tapping the button. The long mark is called DA and made by holding the button down. I don't think I knew that they were called DIT and DA. I just always knew them as like dot and dash. Was that the thing she was talking about, or... Seems like it. The metal shutter looks pretty sturdy. It's framed with black and yellow warning stripes. Alright, let's open it. Come on, Junpei. Oh, wait, it actually opened. Oh, holy shit. That is pretty damn creepy. There's a coffin in there. A coffin. A coffin. Oh man, does Seven think? What? Yeah, he's all pale. Was he the one who told us about the legend of the mummy or whatever? He's thinking the same thing I am. No way. Could this be? I'm sorry, but what's going on? It's a coffin. I wonder if there's a vampire in it. Right, I guess Clover and Snake don't know the story. Yeah, come on, it's not a vampire, it's a mummy. Man, I can't bring myself to tell him. Well, at any rate, let's have a look around. All ice. There's a metal plaque on the coffin. Snake's touching it. All ice? Ah, the two machines. Gulp? Holy shit. Man, this is serious. Oh well, let's open it, shall we? What do you mean by the two machines? Clover, if you could give me a hand. Okay, I got it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ha! Huh. No luck. It doesn't seem to be ready to open. Yeah, but it's not like it's screwed shut or something. Yes, I believe it's locked in some other way. Hey, Seven, you think you could open it up with your superhuman strength? No, What's wrong? I think I'll just pass on this one, okay. What the heck? Very well, we'll just have to give up on the coffin for now. Let's look around the room a little more, shall we? Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge, beneath the navel of the Gigantic. Is that actually true? Alright. See you later, Alice. Maybe in a sequel. There are piles of crap everywhere. This is a pretty impressive mess. If we try and search every one of these, we're gonna be at it till the cows come home. Well, that doesn't seem too bad. I like cows. We won't have to go bring them in ourselves then. Don't you get smart with me, kid. How about we deal with this area later, okay guys? Maybe we should try something more promising. There's screens up here. These monitors hang down from the ceiling. Each screen shows a room on the ship. Yep. They sure do. Don't have anything else to say about that, I guess. Alright. Thought that would be a little more like, oh, they've been watching us on cameras or something. Oh, that's where the... I'm a little confused about the layout of this room. Okay, that does, this map doesn't really clear much up, but... We've looked in there, we got the Morse code, like, translation. Is there a place to put in Morse code? Hey. Oh, there's shelves. Okay, there's a piece of paper in here. Not sure without taking a closer look, but I think it might be a clue. Junpei, we don't need this anymore, do we? Oh, is this for the one we already did? No, I don't think so. Yeah, this is for a puzzle we already solved. Oh, okay. There's a whole buttload of drawers in this cabinet. Can we look at the other drawers? I mean, we got the thing. There's nothing in the other drawers. Okay, well, thanks for confirming that, at least. Oh, here we go. There are 3 monitors here. The power's on, but there's nothing on any of the screens. Got slots. Let's drop the emblem of the steering wheel in here. Oh. What? Well, now we've got something on the monitors, at least. What's that? Looks like some kind of puzzle? I wonder if these are the rules. Here, I'll read them to you. When you touch a numbered area, that area will be selected, and it will turn blue to indicate this. Touching a numbered ball after selecting an area will cause that ball to be moved to that area. However, you cannot move the red balls, such as 9. You can only move 3 to 5 balls into a single area. Press the check button once you have moved all of the balls, except for the red ones, which you cannot move. In case you forgot. The digital root of the balls in an area must match the number for that area. Of course it's digital root. That's it. I still don't really get it. Whatever. Like they say, practice makes prefects. The practice makes prefect. Well, Pobody's nerfect. Let's give it a shot. Don't you mean practice makes perfect? Hey, let's see you solve the next one. Then you can make fun of me. Okay. So yeah, you cannot use this number. Got it. Okay, we gotta make a digital root. Okay, so we just need a 6 and a 3. So what can make a digital root of 6? Like something that adds up to 15. Yeah, like 15 or 24. Probably not gonna be 24 though, right? Maybe. Could be, I guess. I think they said that it would. Wait, they said you have to put 3 to 5 balls in each area? Is that what it said? Hold on, can I get those again? Maybe I should read it again. Yeah. Cause a ball to be moved. You can only move 3 to 5. Okay, so yeah, it has to be a minimum of 3, maximum of 5. Got it. That's what I was trying to remember. Yeah. Can I do the puzzle now? Or did the keyboard? There we go. Okay. So yeah, what if, for example, we try to put 15 in here? I don't know, 8 and 5 and 1. Well, I'm stupid. 8 and 6 and 1. And to get like 3, maybe like 12, 7, 3, and 2. Oh, all the balls have to be used. Right. Okay. Let me see. So what's the different option for 16? Like, so there was 15, or for 6, I mean, there's 15. There's 24. I guess I could try 24. Like 8 and 7 would be 15. 15 and 6 is 21. And I need 3 more to be 24. And then what do I have left? 3 and 4 is 7. And 5 is 12. Okay, yeah. There you go. This is it, right? But nothing's happening. There are still 3 more indentations left empty. Do I have to do this puzzle 3 more times? I imagine something will happen when they are all filled. Doesn't that seem likely? Yeah. I mean, here's the other one. Hey Junpei, something just showed up on the screen. This puzzle sure looks a lot like the last one. Yeah, but there's more of those red balls you can't move. The numbers for each area are different, too. Looks like it's got the same rules as the last one, though. You sure you don't want to double-check that? No, I'll be fine. If I get confused, I can just look at the screen over there, right? Anyway, like they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Let's give it a shot. Isn't that a picture is worth 1,000 words? Hey, shut it. At least I'm trying, alright? At least I'm trying and failing to remember sayings. Alright, so we've got 1. So that could be 10. I mean, what other options are there to get 1? Once you start getting into the larger numbers, it gets a little more confusing, but I feel like 10 is like one of the only options. Okay, and so now we can't use 1 or 9. Right, it has to be 3 to 5. So like a 2 and a 3 and a 5 will go there. I don't know. Does that work? Yep. That's awesome, Junpei. There's only 2 left now. You can do it. Alright, we just gotta find the other 2. Oh boy. Just a pile of junk. There's nothing useful here. It's a chair. Thanks, Clover. Thank you for confirming. What else is there to interact with? We still haven't found a Morse code thing. Yeah, it's just more piles of junk. Okay, this is the exit. Presumably. This is the thing where the coffin is. I don't know, is the coffin changed? The coffin, it doesn't have a lock. There's a metal plaque that says all ice. There's nothing else here we can interact with. I'm just missing, like, where are the puzzles? Show me the puzzles. Where are they? Puzzle? I am puzzled. That's a pipe. There's a cabinet underneath it. It's like a weird cable hanging down. Yeah, I feel like I'm just missing like where I need to click. So we did this. Did map of the world on here. I already solved a puzzle on this thing. I don't need directions. A huge machine with a compass. Some monitors hanging down from the ceiling. Wait, there's something going on over there? Oh yeah, there's like a model of the ship. Can I look at that? Why can I not look at the model of the ship? That seems important. But there's no camera angle. Hold on. How did I see it? Was it when I did this? Okay. Well, there's lightning outside.
Yeah, there was like some pretty wicked lightning a few minutes ago.
Oh yeah.
Well, at least I say wicked, it was just like a bright flash.
Yeah.
And I was like, uh-oh.
A pipe. A pipe.
A pipe!
A pipe. Yeah, what am I missing here? These lights on the wall. Do I need to go look at a guide? Because I literally just don't know what to click on. Wait. Oh, this is a different... I totally missed this somehow. I think I was thinking that this was this. This is a different control panel. Let's see what happens when I... Whoa. Well, now we've got something on the screen at least. Huh. What is this? Oh, wait a minute. I saw something like this when I figured out that Morse code puzzle back in the communications office. Morse code. Yeah, the dots on here look like dits for Morse code. There's 2 dots on the first line, 4 on the second, and 1 on the last. I'm afraid I don't understand. Well, perhaps you should give it a shot anyway. Alright, I'll try. Before I do that, though, maybe I ought to run through the instructions. If I just tap the button, it'll enter a dit. If I hold the button down, it'll enter a da. Once we enter our answer, it'll automatically determine if it was the correct answer or not. I can also switch through the code sheets I've got by touching the 3 icons over on the right. Alright, let's do this. Okay. Wait, so does it just want me to copy what was on the screen? I kind of forgot. I think it was 1. Oh, how do I, like, go back? Or do I... What are we doing? Huh? Wait, what am I doing? What's the objective here? No, okay, it is just to copy that. Okay. Why won't it go to the next line? Huh? Figured out what you're supposed to enter here, Junpei? It looks like the word that's supposed to go here has 3 letters. Congrats on being first, Grezzy. It's got 3 lines, and I think each line is 1 letter. I see. Well, if that is the case, then perhaps the letters you need are made up of 2 symbols, 4 symbols, and 1 symbol, respectively? What? After all, isn't that what you just said? One line has 2 spaces, the next 4, and the last Only... Oh, I thought the first one had a single... I see. So in other words, I've got to enter either the dots or the dashes. In a set of 2, then a set of 4, and then just 1. Yes, well, so it would seem. I've got to run through the instructions. Hey. So wait, is it not just... like, what was on the screen? No? Did it just reset? Thanks for the hydrate, Grazi. Okay. Because, I mean, what would that spell? It would be I-H-E, which I guess is not a word. So I guess I need to figure out something that would actually be like a word that makes sense. Gotta keep them pipes wet. Oh yeah. All the pipes in this room. Okay, let's see. Man. So the only options that have one thing are either T or E. So it ends in either T or E. And the middle one could be a lot of different things. The first letter could be A, or I, or M, or N. Again, a lot of options. Actually, is that all of them? M or N, A, I... Am I, like... I feel like am I overthinking this? I don't know. A, I, M, or N. And then it ends with T or E. I don't... So, like, A... It could be Ab. It could be Ace. Oh. Could be Ace. That's a person that we know. Or it's his code name, anyway. It wasn't that, I guess. I mean, what else could it be? I'm not really sure what it wants from me. Ice? Was I one of the options? Yeah. Okay, wait. Yeah, that works. Because of Alice. Oh, is this gonna open the coffin, maybe? I see. It seems you have solved the puzzle, Junpei. Excellent work. The answer was ice. Abolish ice. How did you know? All I had to do was listen to the sounds the machine made. After that, it was a trivial matter to decode them. Ah, yes. I believe I heard a noise from somewhere on the right of the device, after you solved the puzzle. It sounded rather like something sliding open. Do you see anything that could have made that noise? Yeah, that's true. That's not really a response to pay, but okay. Ah, yes, one more thing. I heard a sound from behind the shutter. Is it a mummy? Perhaps the coffin is unlocked now. What? Code emblem. Then a mummy jumps out. Nah. Here, you know what? Let me get a shot of the coffin real quick. Keep you in suspense. There we go. Alright, fine, I'll open it. Okay, Junpei, you can do this. It's just a box. It's just a box. Oh, holy shit, this is a coffin. There's going to be something horrible in there, I just know it. Van Zeeks from Great Ace Attorney pops out. He throws a glass of wine at us. Okay, okay, deep breaths. Here we go. Oh man, there's nobody in there. Shit, can't believe I was scared of something like that. What do you mean, nobody? Were you expecting someone to be in there? Yeah, it's a long story. Ask Junpei about it sometime. Well, just like Seven said, there's nobody in there. There's something in there, though. Well, two somethings, actually. What is that? Let's look. Wait, did I look? I thought that the arrow pointing down would make me look down, but instead it just made me leave. Okay. Yeah. There are two things on the bottom of the coffin. Looks like we've got a plate with an emblem on it, and the Neptune key. Yes, we finally found it. Now we can get through the hallway. That's correct, Clover, but we do need to get out of this room first, you know? Yeah, I know. Okay, let's get the hell out of here as quickly as possible. I don't have any objections to that. I don't think we'll use the Neptune key in this room. It's really important though, so I'll keep it in my key items pocket, I guess. As far as this other thing goes... Coffin emblem, let's go... Alright, computer. Let's play the computer game. Junpei, don't you think maybe that's the wrong emblem? See how the symbols are engraved? Oh, are they? They've got numbers in there too. 1 steering wheel, 2 cross, 3 mysterious circle, and 4 waffle patterns. That's where you make a waffle. Okay, yeah, I know. Okay. Okay, right. Sorry, I did it wrong again. Not that it matters. Damn, this puzzle looks a lot like the last one. Looks like the rules are the same, though. Don't you think you should double check it? Come on, it's the 3rd time I've done this. It'll be fine. If you can't think of anything clever, please don't strain yourself. You might hurt something. Ah, shut up. Just give me a break, alright? I'll think of something. Okay, now we can't use 3. We have to make 2 groups of 7. Alright. So that would be, 16. Probably one of them is 16. It's like 8 and... Well, 8 and 7 wouldn't work. Since we can't use 1. So 8 and 6 and 2. Because that would be like 2 8s, and that would make 16, yeah. And then just put whatever's left over. Oops. Gotta do that. Yay! Excellent work, Junpei. You've only got 1 left. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Please don't phrase it like that. Let's see what happens when I put the emblem of the coffin into this indentation. This is the 4th one. This puzzle looks a lot like that last couple. I think this is probably the last one. Once we solve this puzzle, I'm sure something will happen. Alright, I'll solve it in no time. Okay, now we can't use 6. We had to make an 8 and a 9. Okay, so to make 9, to get a digital root of 9, we need 18. How can we make 18? 8 and... 5... No, that wouldn't work. 7... Wait, to get 18. 7 and 5... is 12. So then we would need 6. Yeah, 7, 5, 4, and 2 would work, but that's too many. Right. Oh, no. Well, right. Wait. It has to be 3 to 5, right? Technically 8 would be a correct answer, but... Yeah. What else can make a digital root of 9? I mean, just 9? If they just add up to 9? Can I even do that, though? I don't think so. Because it has to be 3, right? Hold on a second. Okay. Hold on. I'm thinking. I'm thinking Lincoln. Can I recheck the rules? I just don't get this at all. Rules are displayed on the screen. Just want to make sure maybe they haven't changed. 3 to 5 balls into a single area. So that is still the same. Just wanted to make sure that they didn't like change the rules on me. Okay, so we're probably just making them add up to 8. Probably not going up to the teens. Is what I'm thinking. In which case, in order to get... Let's start with the 9. In order to get 9... But is that even possible, though? Because everything that I can add together, I feel like would just go over. So maybe it does have to be in the teens. Which, again, would be 17 and 18. Right, and we can't use any of these red ones. Also, I was kind of thinking about it, but yeah, are these representing all the people in the game? Also, are these representing ones that died? I mean, nobody's died except the 9th man, who was technically the 6th man, right? Because June's bracelet was upside down or whatever. What's going on with that? So yeah, so these people didn't die. Yet. Not in this timeline. Anyway. Because wait, so 8 and 7 is 15, 20, 24, 26. We have a total of 26. Which 17 and 18 would not add up to 26. Would 18 and 8 would add up to 26. So if we made this one 18 and this one 8. But again, you need to have 3. Wait. No. I don't... Or what if we did the 17 and... But I also can't make it just add up to 9 and have 3 numbers. Because, yeah, obviously I can do these 2. What would this be? This would be... That wouldn't work anyway, right? And it has to be 3. What am I... I feel like I'm missing something here. So I can make 6 and 5 is 11. Well, wait, no, wait, yeah, wait, this is unsolvable. I'm just now realizing because there's only 5 numbers and each one needs to have a minimum of 3. So it doesn't actually make sense. What? Right? Because I can't use any of these. Am I... What? Okay, I don't know, let me see. Ah, dang it. Let me take a sip. Let me just see what happens if I just break the rules anyway. Like... That's 9, that's 8, but... Like, what if I just make this... Like, what if one of them has less than 3? But can I still make them add up? I think I figured that 18 and 8 would work. Which, also, I think my math before was messed up, but whatever. 12, 16, 18. Okay, so this will not open the door. Even though I think this digital route is correct, but it's... You can't have one person. I just don't get this at all. Rules are displayed on the screen. So, I mean, it seems like a mouse. Nothing happens when I mess with it, though. Dang. It's so small. I wonder what it is. I got no idea. There's like some pencils and stuff over here, too. There's a drawer? Oh, that'll probably open when we solve it. I think I gotta look this up because this doesn't seem possible. Because, yeah, just, there's only 5 numbers. And you need to have 6. So, like, am I misunderstanding something? Or is this some kind of riddle I'm not getting? How do I even look this up? 999 walkthrough study. Okay. Same screen. Okay, with all the shields. Okay. Considering the puzzle operates by the same rules as the number doors, it means there aren't enough numbers to form both routes. Yeah. Keep in mind that the goal is to use all the balls not to hit both targets. Oh. Okay. Of course. This is some Professor Layton shit. You put everything under 8. That's the solution. You don't have to solve both of them. That's the answer. Huh? Where did that noise come from? Underneath the keyboard. Way to go, Junpei. You answered all the questions. Damn, Junpei, good job. You didn't even look up a walkthrough or anything. Yes, I heard that as well. From the bottom left corner of the desk, I believe. Yep. There's something in the drawer.
A picture.
In the drawer was a single picture. He picked it up. It was a photograph of 4 men.
What the?
Involuntarily, Junpei's eyebrows shot up. He'd seen 3 of them before.
What the hell is this?
This man with a mustache on the right. He's the same guy we found murdered in the captain's quarters. He had the 0 bracelet on his left arm. And this second man with the glasses and a doctor's coat. He's the 9th man. The one with bracelet number 9. He died after he went into door 5. But this guy, the one in the striped suit.
Oh man, that's Ace.
Yeah, I guess it is.
No doubt about it.
7 and Clover had come to peer over Junpei's shoulders.
But what does it mean? What is Ace doing in this picture?
We already figured this out in another timeline, Junpei.
Not only Ace, the 9th man and Cap too.
Cap. As Junpei looked closer, he noticed the expression on each man's face. Their smiles suggested that they were close, at least to some degree.
And they look happy, like they knew each other well.
Also, Cressy is saying looking kind of fine. That's what he's doing in the picture. I mean, yeah, he is pretty dapper. Too bad he's a jerk.
Why? How? How in the world are these 4 men connected?
Snake's voice broke into Junpei's thoughts.
You say Ace is in that picture?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it was taken recently though. Ace, the 9th man, and Cap all look about 10 years younger.
Wow, Junpei, you're really good at judging that.
So the 9th man and the man you found murdered in the captain's quarters are also in the picture?
Yeah.
Is there anyone else? Or are there only 3 people in the picture? I'm afraid I can't see it.
No, there's one more guy. He's got kinda long hair, he looks smart, but a little cold. He's the only one I don't recognize.
Snake knit his eyebrows.
What's the date of the photograph?
It doesn't have one.
Did you look on the back?
The back?
Yes, the reverse. The other side.
Junpei never knew that pictures had an opposite side.
Huh.
There it was. To be precise, it wasn't a date, but it was certainly significant. Praying for the success of the Nonary project with Nijisaki, Kubota, and Musashido. He read it out loud so that Snake would not be left in the dark.
Praying for the success of the Nonary project with Nijisaki, Kubota, and Musashido.
Nonary project, Nijisaki, Kubota, Musashido. Junpei immediately flipped the picture back over.
Then the 4 men in this picture were the organizers of the Nonary game 9 years ago.
Since Hongo wasn't mentioned, Junpei figured that could only mean he'd written the words on the back himself.
That means Ace, the 9th man, and Cap were all responsible for making it happen. But I feel like I should be more shocked about this. It's almost as if that's just how things were always supposed to be.
That their true identities did not come as a surprise was what Junpei found most surprising.
Why? Why am I not surprised? Ace was the one in charge of the Nonary project. But why? Why am I so calm? It's like I already knew.
Ah, of course. I understand now.
Junpei looked over at Snake. In his own confusion, he had missed the dark look on the other man's face.
Ace was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. He was the one who invented the game 9 years ago. He was Gentaro Hongo.
Ace is Hongo?
Even as he asked, Junpei felt as though he'd already known. Almost as if someone had whispered into his head that yes, of course, Ace was Hongo.
I had my suspicions from the beginning. Their voices were similar. Too similar to be a coincidence. I could never forget his voice. It was the voice of the devil. I couldn't be sure, though. After all, I had no way to check. I certainly couldn't ask him. Even if I had known, however, I would never have told you. Zero made it quite clear what would have happened if I did.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
Huh?
I didn't know that Ace was Hongo.
Oh, yes. I suppose you wouldn't have. 9 years ago, you were in Building Q in Nevada. But Hongo was in the Gigantic with us.
I know. That's why I didn't know what Hongo looked like. But why? Why didn't you tell me? I mean, I'm your sister, right? You could have told me.
I'm sorry. I apologize for keeping this from you. But if I'd told you, Clover, you would have told everyone else. And if you did, then I would have been forced to tell them about what happened 9 years ago. I had to prevent that.
Clover and Snake's conversation wasn't of particular interest to Junpei. Wow. He still couldn't make sense out of his strange feelings of knowledge. He was trying to organize his thoughts when he heard Seven's voice.
Hey, Junpei. You think I could borrow that picture for a sec?
Sure.
He had no reason to say no, so Junpei handed the picture over. And Seven eats it. Seven stared at the picture and began to mutter the 4 names of the project's leaders over and over to himself.
Hongo, Kubota, Nijisaki, Musashido.
His brow was furrowed and his face was flushed.
Hongo, Kubota, Nijisaki, Musashido.
He chanted their names to himself, pacing back and forth across the floor. No, you're gonna cast a spell.
Hongo, Kubota, Nijisaki, Musashido.
Seven shouldn't have known their names. After all, he hadn't been there when Junpei and Snake had spoken of them in the library. But as Junpei watched him pace, it was clear that he did know them.
Hey, Seven, do you...
Shut it! Just be quiet.
His eyes were red, and Junpei could see sweat beginning to bead on his forehead.
I'm this close to remembering. This close.
He was sweating heavily now, but his lips were dry.
Hongo, Kubota, Nijisaki, Musashiro. Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Nonary Project.
Then he stopped. Seven set down the picture and looked at the red light near his feet. His eyes narrowed. Then suddenly his eyes went wide and he shot up straight.
Shit.
What?
What's wrong?
Holy shit, this is nuts.
What's nuts?
I remember
Remember what?
everything.
Everything?
Yeah, I remember all of it. My memory's back.
Yay!
I remember what happened before I got snatched.
Seven's voice was filled with excitement.
What?
Shock and excitement had frozen Junpei in place, along with Snake and Clover.
Let me tell you what happened.
Seven hastily drew a shaking hand across his mouth and began to speak.
Like Snake said, Ace is Hongo from the right. The other three are Musashido, Nijisaki, and Kubota. Musashido was the man with the cash. Nijisaki was Hongo's right-hand man. And Kubota developed the actual technical details of the experiments.
Realization began to dawn on Junpei, along with a pressing question.
How do you know all this?
Come on, man, I told you, I finally got my memory back.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm trying to ask you why you knew all this stuff in the first place, before you forgot it.
Seven rubbed the scar on his chin.
You really want to know?
Of course.
Me too.
Snake was the only one who didn't voice any sort of agreement. It looked to Junpei as if he was simply waiting to see where Seven's sudden recovery might take them.
This is gonna take a while. Hell, it'll probably take me a good 3 days to tell you everything.
No, we already heard in a different timeline, it's fine.
Well, we don't have 3 days.
You were a detective, you're investigating the thing, it's fine.
Just give us the short version, alright?
Short version, huh?
The big man pulled off his hat and scratched his head. He made a face and put his hat back on.
Alright, fine. I'll give it a shot. No promises, though.
Junpei and Clover nodded earnestly.
I'm a detective. It's a little awkward to say this about myself, but you could probably consider me a lone wolf type. I hold to my own code, as I think doing what's right is more important than doing what you're told. That's why I followed my gut that night. A slim lead brought me to the wharf. It was 9 years ago. The wharf had been cold as fuck, and I could barely see squat. I was investigating a mess of kidnappings, all of them children. It all had one thing in common. A history of visits to one particular hospital. A hospital under the management of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. And my investigation had turned up evidence that Cradle had been involved in the kidnappings. After a little sweet talking, I managed to finally get a real lead from someone inside Cradle. My source told me this.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
So I headed to the wharf. From the shadows, I searched the harbor until I found the ship he was talking about. There was a bunch of movement near it. Men in black suits, many of them carrying large bags. The bags. There was something about the way they moved as they were carried. No doubt about it. There were human beings in those bags. I moved before I realized it. I came out of hiding with my gun already in my hand.
Don't move.
I felt metal touch the back of my head.
Drop the gun. I could kill you right now. It'd be easy to get away with it, too. Just tie an anchor to your feet, and no one would find you for a week. That what you want? The fish here would love a meal.
I kept digging the cold metal thing into my skull. There was nothing I could do. I did what he said and laid my gun on the ground.
Can I... Right, yeah, I can't actually just... I was gonna see if I could turn up the... specifically the voice volume. Because this music is, like, really overpowering it.
There was a sharp pain in my neck. A needle. A drug? That was my last thought. My face hit cold concrete. I was out like a light after that. I woke up on a hard floor. Damn it. Shit, my head hurts. I did a quick once-over of the room.
It is funny that, yeah, his outfit, he really looks like a Yakuza and not a detective. He looks like he would be like a random guy you would beat up in a Yakuza game.
Where am I? A small, shabby bed, a dirty sink.
Maybe not a random guy. He would at least be like a mini boss, I feel like. He would get an introduction with his name.
A toilet with no privacy. I'd seen it countless times as a cop. I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall. I was still pretty woozy, but I made my way over to it. I pushed and pulled on it, but... it won't open. Not like I expected much else. Would be dumb enough to put me in a cell and leave it unlocked. Threw myself against the door a few times, but it wouldn't budge. I knew it. I gave up and made my way back to the bed, and sat down. Huh. I sat there for a very, very long time. Who knows how long. Then, I heard a faint voice. The voice was far away. I couldn't understand what it was saying, but I could hear one. It was pretty high, probably a little kid. Huh? No, it was several. I hear 5 or 6, maybe more. Where? Where are they coming from? I pressed my ear to the wall and tried to listen through it. No, that's not it. Left. It's coming from under the bed? I hauled on the metal frame and flipped the thing over. And there it was. The bed had hidden an air vent under it. The hole in the wall was covered by a metal grate. I dropped flat on the floor and peered through the grate. I couldn't see shit, but I knew it in my gut. This was where those voices were coming from. Hold on. Why are there kids here? But then what my inside man told me popped into my head.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I on that ship? It didn't matter. All I knew was I had to get to those kids. I checked out the metal grate. Could I fit? I stuck my fingers in and grabbed it. And then...
Then I went Super Saiyan.
Yeah! How do you like that, you son of a bitch? I finally got the damn thing off. Sweat was dripping down my face, so I wiped it off and crawled inside. The first bit or so was tight. I had a wriggle on my belly.
Again, he's a huge guy. It's supposed to be the biggest air duct ever.
It wind up eventually, and there was space for me to crawl along on my hands and knees. I went from crawling like a worm in dirt to skittering like a bug. Couldn't say it was much better, but I'd take what I could get. And when I'd been in the thing long enough to start wondering where it'd take me, a massive sound nearly scared the piss out of me. It was like a heavy metal door had just been slammed shut. Then, there was a voice. What? I wasn't sure what it meant, but anything with incinerator is bad news. Then, almost as if that was a cue, I heard a mess of young-sounding voices. A bunch of them were straight up screaming in terror. And all the sounds together made a howl that made the hair on my neck stand straight up. Damn it! What the hell is going on here? I scrambled through the duct as fast as I could. I made a giant racket, but I didn't care at that point. I soon found a metal door on the left side of the duct. The kids were screaming on the other side. I found it. I yanked the handle and threw the door open. I almost ripped the metal off its hinges. What the hell is this place? I couldn't believe what I saw. The room had a dome up top, and there had to be about 9 walls, all the same size.
Of course there's 9.
Up in the ceiling was an upside-down funnel, almost like a chimney. I looked down. There they were, the kids I'd been searching for.
One of them looks familiar.
They all gawked up at me, suddenly silent, for the moment, from surprise and fear. Scared of the room or me, I couldn't tell. Probably both, actually. Not like I can blame them running into a mug like this when they're already scared shitless. I snorted at my own dig at myself and turned to the kids. Don't worry, kids, I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. All of them stood there, frozen. Well, except one. He was a boy, slightly older than the others, in a private school uniform.
He looks familiar.
Who the hell are you?
He stepped forward and glared at me suspiciously. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you. It looked like they relaxed some the second I got the words out.
How are you gonna help us?
Where's the exit?
There isn't one. The doors we came in through won't open, and the door over there...
He kinda cut himself off. I think he was considering something before he changed his mind.
Anyway, there's no point. We can't all get out of here. If we don't get out of here, we're gonna be burned to death.
Burned to death?
Can't you hear it? That voice said the incinerator's gonna start up soon. So...
The voice spoke again.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
They only had 15 minutes. I looked back down at the kids. Looks like a good 20 or 30 feet to the floor. No way I could pull them up. Too big of a distance for any of us to reach. What the hell was I gonna do? But then I got an idea. Wait right there. I'm gonna be right back.
What? Where is he going? Are you just gonna leave us here?
They just got frightened again. I'm not the best at that kind of thing, but I tried to reassure them with a smile. Don't worry, all right? I'll be back, I promise. So just stay calm and wait right there. Got it? I didn't wait to hear them respond. There wasn't time. I had to hurry. Well, as fast as a guy could on his hands and knees. Didn't take me long to get back to my cell. Still no way out of it, but I had a plan. Needed something from the room. When I got it, I dove back into the hole and took off towards the incinerator. Then... Sorry to keep you waiting, guys. I tipped out the doorway and dropped down the rope I brought with me. Back in the cell, I'd torn the bed sheets into strips and tied them together to make a rope. It was sloppy, but it got the job done. All right, just tie that around yourself, okay? I'll pull you up one at a time.
Right!
Huh. Wait a sec. Something was off. There were more of you before. Where'd the rest of you go? The boy in the uniform answered.
I let them go on ahead. We opened the number 9 door and they left.
What? You're telling me you opened that door?
That's what I said!
Then what the hell are you doing here?
We couldn't go with them.
Why not?
Look, the only people who can go through the numbered door...
He was in the middle of explaining when...
Incineration will begin in 5 minutes.
The wall shook a bit and the voice bouncing around.
Look, that can wait, all right? Just get us out of here!
Right! I grabbed onto the rope. The first one I pulled up was a girl with a ponytail. Next was a girl with a red necktie. A boy in a jacket came after. He said he'd climb up on his own. The boy in the uniform was the last up. Like the other kid, he climbed up the rope himself. He looked pretty scrawny, but I guess he was stronger than he looked. He moved fast, but when he was almost to me, we heard some knocking. Everyone looked at the door. It had a thick, square window set into it. On the other side, an angry face was staring in.
God damn it! What's going on here? Why is the room empty? Where the hell are those fucking kids?
I want those kids to burn.
The door opened, and a man stepped in looking half mad with fury. I recognized his face. I saw him many times in photos during my investigation. The man's name was Gintaro Hongo, the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hongo saw the boy hanging from the rope. It was like he was an animal. He lunged for the rope. Hurry!
I know!
The boy in the uniform booked it up the rope.
You son of a bitch! Get back here, you little shit!
15 feet. 10. The second I could reach the kid, I grabbed him. I hauled him up and tossed him into the duct behind me. No! Hongo had lost it. His face didn't even look human. It was like the bastard pulled off his fake face. He was really a terrifying devil or some kind of damn monster. I quickly reeled in the rope, leaving a furious Hongo yelling at me from the floor.
You fucking bastard! You won't get away with this! How dare you compromise this experiment!
Experiment? What experiment?
Incineration will begin in 1 minute.
Hey, old man! What the hell are you doing? Hurry up!
The boy in the uniform was trying to get my attention. I may have thrown a salute in the raging asshole's face before I closed the door behind me. We went to going back to the cell, so we went down the other direction instead. After about 30 feet, we came across another duct on the left. This one was heading down. Everybody nodded and took turns sliding down it. The duct emptied us out into a narrow hallway. There was a door on either side. The one on the left was a normal double door. But the one on the right was familiar. It had black and yellow stripes, and a device next to it on the wall. The plate on it read, Incinerator. Incinerator?
Yeah, that's where we were.
It was the girl with the red tie who answered me. We were inside an incinerator?
Yeah, Hongo might still be there. It looks like it's been shut off, though.
Wait, what? If he's still in there...
Yeah, that's not good.
That meant...
I mean, we could just leave him.
We gotta get out of here. Go to the other door, hurry! The kids started running, and I was close on their heels. On the other side of the door was a large spiral staircase. Run! Didn't need to tell them twice. We went up and up and up. Our feet pounded the steps, our arms pumping fast. We went round and round and round. The devil was on our tail. The stairway kept going. We passed a couple of landings when the boy in the uniform suddenly spoke.
And the boy in the jacket looks familiar now.
Something's up. Akane's not catching up to us.
Akane?
My kid's sister. The girl with the red necktie.
Akane. That's strange. I didn't remember seeing that name on the list of missing kids.
Hey! Akane!
He kept his hands around his mouth and yelled.
Maybe we outran her.
The boy in the uniform skidded to a stop. I stopped too. So did the other two kids. When did we do that?
Well, we passed a couple big rooms on the way here. Maybe she took a rest in one of them?
No, that's impossible.
Sorry, Grandpa. You keep going. I gotta go look for her downstairs.
He turned to go.
Hey kid, wait! God damn it, I said wait!
I don't think the kid even heard me.
Fuck!
I spun around to the boy in the jacket and the girl with the ponytail.
I'm going after him. You two keep going, alright? Got it?
The girl nodded and ran up the stairs. But the boy...
I'm going with you.
I didn't have time to argue. I just nodded and took off down the stairs. We ran all the way to the bottom floor, calling for her. Akane was nowhere to be found.
God damn it, where the hell did she go?
I could tell the kid was frustrated. And then suddenly...
Help me! Somebody help me!
We heard a girl's voice.
Akane!
The boy in the uniform threw open the door and leapt into the hallway by the incinerator. We rushed in after him. I couldn't for the life of me believe what we were seeing. That bastard Hongo had Akane by the arm and was forcing her into the incinerator.
Come on, goddammit, move!
No, I don't want to! Let me go, please! Let go of me!
She planted her feet squarely on the floor and was struggling to get away. But Hongo was bigger and stronger. She wasn't gonna win.
Akane!
My brother roared with anger and charged toward Hongo.
Help me!
Ah! You're too late, idiot!
Hongo lifted Akane bodily into the air and threw her, still fighting him, into the incinerator.
Ah!
Before we could even blink, Hongo had leapt through the door after her. We saw him land inside. Then, the door slammed shut. We ran to the door. We did everything we could think of to get the thing open. But...
Ah! Fuck! It's no use! The goddamn thing won't move an inch!
he started slamming his fists against the door. He was close to shattering his knuckles with how hard he pounded on it.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
You came back!
Her voice was muffled, but all of us could hear the sheer...
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here.
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door.
What?
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
You fucking kidding me? It's the same damn thing.
Are you there?
Yeah, we're here. Just hang on, all right? We're gonna figure out a way to save you.
His words would have seemed like a sick joke to her if she'd been able to see how white and bloodless his face was right then.
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
Please help me. I'm really scared. I don't want to die. Please, I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
It's gonna be all right. I'll figure something out. I promise. I promise, okay? You hear me? I promise.
It was torture listening to her sobbing on the other side of the door. Her brother was nearly crying himself. He could only stand there, fists clenched so tight his knuckles were white.
It was silent. All they could hear was the creaking of the boat as it shifted in the water. They waited, and waited, but Seven didn't continue.
What happened then?
Junpei couldn't wait any longer. He had to know. Seven looked at the floor.
Come on, man. Put yourself in my shoes. It doesn't end good. You think I want to remember that?
Then...
Yeah. Shit. If I'd known it was gonna be like this, I almost wish I hadn't remembered.
Seven shook his head. But there was something Junpei had to know.
Hey, are you sure?
Huh?
Look, I don't want to ask this either, but there's something I don't get. So if you could just tell me, did that girl, Akane, really...
Seven stared straight ahead at nothing.
Yeah, I'm sure. There wasn't anything we could do. After a while, the countdown ended, and we heard something... burning. The fire stopped, but we still didn't move. Me and the jacket kid were frozen. The boy in the uniform collapsed as if he couldn't hold himself up anymore. A few minutes passed. The door opened. The boy in the uniform tripped over his own feet running in. We followed, too numb to speak. The air in the incinerator was hot. Every breath made my lungs feel like they were on fire. It was like standing on hot asphalt. The air was wavering, and in the middle of the room, there it lay. The kid's legs were shaking so bad, I don't know how he managed to walk. I couldn't see his face, but his body somehow looked empty. Finally, he reached it. He fell to his knees as his legs gave out on him. And then...
Junpei felt a cold lump form in the pit of his stomach. A feeling of sickening anticipation washed over him. He could feel his body shivering. He desperately did not want to know the answer he feared he knew already, but he had to ask. He had to know for sure.
Can I ask you one more thing?
What's that?
The girl, Akane. What was her last name?
What does it matter to you?
Just tell me, okay? Please?
Seven looked at Junpei curiously and ran his tongue quickly over his dry lips.
Kurashiki. Her name was Akane Kurashiki.
Something inside of Junpei stopped. He had no more words left. He had no more Junpei left. He was just a shell of flesh and bone. Seven turned to Snake.
You were there that day, weren't you? The tall kid in the jacket. That was you, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. You are correct, Detective.
Junpei's mind was blank, withdrawn from the world. Somewhere far away, he could hear Seven and Snake talking.
Don't misunderstand me. I told you before how Zero threatened me. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't say anything about what happened 9 years ago.
So you're saying you're not working for Zero, right?
Of course not.
Clover, what about you?
Hey, come on! You really think I'm working with Zero? I told you before, you idiot! I was in Nevada, in Building Q. I did hear that a detective rescued the kids on the boat, but I didn't know it was you.
Her surprise seemed to be genuine. Seven regarded Clover for a moment and rubbed his chin thoughtfully.
Well, I guess I believe you.
Well, this might come up later, but... So Santa is Akane's brother. But wasn't the whole point... They were supposed to be in the different... Like, the pairs of siblings were supposed to be separated. Like, one of them was in one location, one was in the other. So why were they in the same place? I don't know if that'll come up. Clover nodded.
Alright, let me ask you another question.
He stuck his hands into his pockets and took a few steps. Then he stopped and turned to face them again.
Santa's real name is Aoi Kurashiki. He's Akane's brother. You know that?
No, I didn't. Did you?
Well, yes. I know Aoi Kurashiki was her brother, but I didn't know he was Santa. At least not from the beginning. 9 years ago, he was in the middle of puberty. His voice is entirely different now. I'm ashamed to say that even my exceptional hearing wasn't able to make that connection. As such, I had no reason to think Santa was Aoi.
When did you figure it out?
Clover told me that Santa might have been one of the subjects of the initial experiment. It was only a short while ago, while we were leaving the library. When she told me that, I had a feeling.
Santa is Aoi? Akane Kurashiki, June's brother?
That spark caught flame in Junpei's leaden mind, and the fog began to clear. Like an engine beginning to turn, images and thoughts began to coalesce in his mind, coming faster and faster, forming bigger images, bigger thoughts. He's big-brained. Junpei blinked. He was back.
There's still a lot we don't know. I mean, like, a lot. But there is one thing I think we can say we know.
What's that?
The body we found in the shower room. It had to be Nijisaki, dressed up to look like Snake.
What?
Come on, man, what kind of detective are you? You didn't figure that out already?
Hey, go easy on me, man. I just got my memory back, alright? Cut me some slack.
Well, if he is, the 3 murders make sense then, don't they? Yeah, that's right. Murder. Kubota blew himself up, but that was murder too. So why did these murders take place?
If Junpei is correct, and the body in the shower room was Nijisaki's, that means all of the people who were murdered were involved with the creation of the Nonary Project. Kubota, the person who conducted the actual experiments. Nijisaki, Hongo's assistant. Musashido, the man who financed the project.
You mean this was all just revenge? Santa is Zero. He's getting revenge for the death of his sister. That's why he killed them.
No, I don't think Santa actually murdered anyone.
In fact, Junpei didn't think he knew. He couldn't explain why or how, but he had no doubt that Santa had killed no one. Perhaps the madness of the last several hours was finally driving him insane, but Junpei had ceased to be surprised at his sudden knowledge, and had even begun to accept it.
If I'm right, then it's not hard to figure out who the next victim's gonna be, is it? I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
Snake, Clover, and Seven all nodded.
The next target will be Gentaro Hongo.
The person who planned the Nonary Project.
In other words, Ace.
There was a moment of silence.
What?
Oh right, we're on a timer, I forgot. And then the room shook. From far away, they heard the sudden rush of water.
Whoa, what the hell's going on here?
It must be 6 a.m. Our time is up.
Shit!
Come on, we need to get out of here.
Maybe we shouldn't have talked about all of that. Maybe we should have walked and talked.
How?
In the drawer that had held the picture was a key card. Junpei grabbed it.
I'm betting this sucker opens the exit. Come on, let's go.
New material has been added to the file screen. Keycard 0. Keycard was 0. 0, 0. God damn it, Zero's just screwing with us, isn't he? Well, it is funny that we're still in the puzzle room. Whoops. Alright, let's just swipe this card. Junpei, look! It's unlocked! Yeah. Now we can go back to the library. Wait, why do we want to go back? Hurry up, Junpei, we don't have time. Let's go. Alright, let's go. You found it. I found it. We found it. Oh, and I got an achievement, I guess, for doing all of the escape rooms. So that is the end of them. The door opened and they stumbled into the library. Let's go and save. I think that might be all I can do tonight. Whew. And I think now that we've gone through all of that, I think maybe next time next time we'll be able to finish it. Since that was the last escape room. So, yeah. I think I'll just leave it there. And I'll see you next week. Alright, bye.
Wait,